Hi everybody, just before I start I just want to talk about all our mental health and just make us realise that our mental well-being is completely different to the other, i.e. for example something that can severely impact me may not bother you in the slightest, and it can work vice versa. And we have to realise that our mental well-being is like a stream, so our problems go down this stream. Normally they're only tiny little twigs, so it's a nice steady flow. However, we can encounter something big, and that large log can get stuck and start creating a dam. So that stream can't go any further. So what does it have to do? Well, it has to break the banks of the river, and that entails us to snap. We have to make an acceptance that just because something doesn't worry you doesn't mean that it's the most cluster for somebody else. Now, I'd like to discuss some top tips to be able to help you through your mental health disorder. This is done via research through Mental Health Foundation, and I've been utilising these methods for myself, and I'll tell you what, they are helping, and I'm hoping that you can agree with me, and I'm hoping it will help you. Tip 1, reach out and be listened to. Now what that means is reach out to those people in your close bubble, the people that you really care about and who care about you. And it's not just about talking about your mental health, it's about just having a laugh. It's about being able to engage with people and not having to isolate anymore. Now when it does come onto the topic of mental health, be understanding that it may well be very hard for people to talk about. It may well trigger somebody else with their own feelings and thoughts. So understand if you don't get the reaction that you want straight away, but just know that they've heard you now, and they will respond because they care about you, and they will help you through this journey of yours. Tip number 2, follow social media accounts that you can relate to. I'm starting to follow a lot of mental health pages, and I'm finding these different people in these different communities where we can talk, and the amount of encouragement I get each day is just unbelievable, and I can share that encouragement with them. And you can build this acceptance with other people, and yes, you're not a professional, neither are they, but you can relate to someone. They can become your new friend, and there's nothing better than being able to spiel out to people. Tip number 3, have a structure to your day. Having a structure is so important for your mental well-being. I mean, it is for me, and it doesn't have to be a complicated one. It can be very, very simple. So for me, it's get up and do my morning routine, have a shower, brush teeth, etc. Have some breakfast. I'll make sure I get out and go for a walk. Try and do 2 a day, one on my own and one with my dog. Having the dog is giving me a routine as well, because I'm having to make sure she's well fed and hydrated, so that's really good for me as well. She gives me lots of company, and I make sure I spend that time with her and the rest of the family, and we can all check in with each other and see how each other's days were. Just let each other vent a little bit. Tip number 4, read a motivational quote or sentence, whatever it may be, or it can even be a song, something that gives you that perk where you feel alive and you can tackle the day, and you don't have to worry so much about your daily little problems. It's just having that motivation to be able to tackle through it really does help me. For example, I'll listen to some music. There'll be some songs that I use for different occasions, but my word does it help. Tip number 5, start a new hobby, and that can even involve some volunteer work, some charity fundraising, or just a hobby with your friends. Being able to socialise, get out and stay physically fit is so beneficial for your mental health. Tip number 6, It may well be very difficult to get out of that comfort zone of yours, but it's so rewarding. Having that achievement of being able to get out of that curled up ball of yours, or your bedroom, or whatever it may be, the sense of pride you get allows you to realise, God, I'm strong, I can do this. So it gives you motivation to be able to do other challenges. Eventually your day will become one where you're absolutely buzzing with joy. Tip number 7, and to be honest, it's probably the most important one: have some me time. Allow yourself to have that time to yourself where you don't have to worry about others for a moment. Stop and check in on yourself. Give yourself that moment where you can breathe. A few inhales in, hold it, and a few long exhales. This allows you to focus on any negative feelings you're feeling right now, or any positive ones, and use them and push them to the forefront of your mind, and allow yourself to carry on with that positivity. And tip number 8, only do this if you feel like you're in a place where you can help. Reach out to a friend. They may well be in a similar position as you right now. They may be struggling with their mental health. By reaching out, not only does it help them, but it helps you, because you feel great that you're able to do something beneficial for someone else. And hopefully that path that you've been on and the road to recovery and getting back on track will apply to them. And finally, if you are feeling overwhelmed and you can't get that sense of relaxation, and you are starting to really concern about your mental well-being, then reach out to support services out there, and I will post them in the description of the video below. By viewing my videos and liking them and subscribing to the channel and my Instagram page, it allows me to grow, and it allows me to reach out to more people that really do need help. I've had so many positive replies to a lot of my videos. I've had people message me about their problems, and I've been able to try my absolute best to signpost them to the professional help they need. And the most rewarding thing about this whole journey is that I've actually had some lovely messages from people who are struggling, and they've stated to me that me doing this is actually enabling them to have the courage to do this, and it just feels amazing. Let's build societal acceptance for one another, a FOA, and let's get everybody on a journey where they can feel like they're getting back on track.